Hi, I'm Sarah Tafoya. I'm from Colorado Springs originally, but I left my mountains to come to Texas. I did my undergraduate at the University of Dallas, which is a small liberal arts school in Irving. There I got a double major in business and Spanish literature. So during my undergraduate, I only got to take one class in marketing. That absolutely wasn't enough for me. I knew I wanted to learn more. I knew I needed more skills. So I've always been interested in how I can continue that. For me, marketing is about the people and what you can do for customers. And I like that so much of it is understanding what goes on in people's minds. And if you can do that, you can move an entire company forward. Marketing can be the thing that launches your company's next moves. It can be the heart of strategy. So that to me was really exciting. It felt like I could have my finger on the pulse of it all. So a large part of it was the analytical skills that I would be able to gain from this program. I'm interested in strategy and consumer behavior and how people work, but at the same time, I knew I needed something that I could bring to the table when I was going to get a job. The MSM program here is just a year, so that was a really huge factor. I could immediately get my degree and move on without having to make a huge commitment or be in school for the rest of my life. I also really liked the fact that it was going to be a smaller cohort. I came from a smaller school where I knew every single one of my professors by name. I knew their kids' names. So coming to the MSM program where I'd still have all the resources of the University of Texas at Austin, but still have only 32 students in my class, it was kind of a no-brainer. One of the most valuable things I've learned is how to approach a data set. What can you do by yourself if you're just given something the first day of your job, and how to kind of approach that just, from the very beginning. I think that's really important because it means I can walk in the door at my job and say, I can run these analytics tests and I can do these different analyses on your data, and I can look at other people's work and have an understanding of it, have an intelligent conversation. Even if I can't do everything myself, I at least have something that I can immediately walk in and add value to a company. So balancing school and recruiting is very fun. It's a lot. But at the same time, what the MSM program does is it really builds in a lot of recruiting events, a lot of networking, and a lot of industry sessions right into the program. So you don't have to think about, what are all the extra things I personally have to do? It's really a game of showing up, putting in the effort, doing a little bit of research beforehand. And so a lot of the burden is eased simply by the structure of the program. Besides that, I would say it comes down to prioritizing. I know when I was in the midst of my most important interviews, it definitely was, okay, tonight I will be practicing for an interview instead of maybe studying as I should have. And the professors know this and they'll work with you, but it really is up to you to plan ahead. I know I said you have to balance things, but take advantage of everything. Take advantage of your cohort. There are people who are going to be with you through thick and thin this year. And so absolutely get out there, go to the different events that the program puts on. Take advantage of Austin, explore it, try to go to every taco restaurant in Austin. And then the other thing is just, when you're networking, really be aware of all the resources that UT has. It's overwhelming, but every little bit that you can do definitely can make a difference. You never know who you're going to meet that someday will say, I actually want to hire you. Even if it's not right out of undergrad, sometimes they'll say, well, in the next 10 years, I guarantee you'll be working at my company. Austin to me is amazing because there's a little bit of everything. Living in Texas, I will say that Austin has become my favorite city because there's so much to do outdoors. There's hiking, there's parks, there's paddle boarding on the lake. And then also the amount of taco restaurants that are in Austin. It's been my goal to eat at every single one of them.